Say alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. We say the apostles and elders of great mercy and well, our teachers are apostles in the truth, and we say salutations to all the Akamas of pushing the truth and say din and the out. Constantly in season and season, we say shalom. Once again, going into the video here, and you know what? I go play the little clip I want to get into.
Go and do the research. Go and do your research. 2 weeks ago, the collection was $200 and something on a Sunday morning right here in Soufrière. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be ashamed of ourselves. $200 and something at a Sunday morning mass collection. Are you telling me that the Lord has not blessed you?
And as you can see, this here is the mindset of majority of these pastors and of these teachers, these bishops and so forth that be in the churches. All they're studying about is the money. That is why they go through the theology teachings. They go through the long bachelor's degrees in the so-called saying the scriptures and so forth, which is just basically making itself becoming to what, a business. You understand? And as you can hear from him, it's talking about has not the Lord bless you. Talking about 200, they're never happy with the amount that they get. They always want, they always need, they always desire more and more and more, right? Now, this is a scripture here. This is Micah chapter 3, verse 11. It said, the heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire. And this is where it is. As you can hear, you're talking about, for 200, and, you're ashamed of yourself. So it said, the heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. They divine for money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, it's not the Lord among us, none evil can come unto us. And that is basically what it is. They say what they teach for hire. You understand? They teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. You could see it in his face. He vexed. He vexed. Like all in shame, all in shame. 200. Has not the Lord bless you? And this is again. This is how all of these pastors be in these churches. All they're studying about is the money. They were the best of the best. They say they teach they're of the judge for reward. They were the best of the best. They drive the best of the best. The house only be the best. They send the school, while you yourself you be in the synagogues doing what? Suffering. You understand? Suffering. Being taught the lies, do all this other stuff. You sit down there being lost, never being taught righteousness and so forth. But you have to pay them now. They say they teach for what? They teach for hire, right? I'm gonna play over the clip here one more time.
Go and do the research. Go and do your research. 2 weeks ago, the collection was $200 and something on a Sunday morning right here in Soufrière. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be ashamed of ourselves. $200 and something at a Sunday morning mass collection.
You hear him? At a Sunday morning, at a Sunday morning mass collection. 200 should be ashamed. You understand? Ashamed. I say they teach for what? They teach for hire. Money should be the least thing on the mind when it comes to the truth. They say buy the truth and sell it not. And that is where it is. They say buy the truth and sell it not. That show you how important it is. But these men, the scripture say, the heads thereof judge for reward, and the priests thereof teach for hire, and the prophets thereof divine for money. And they divine, they want that. When they look at the meaning of the word divine, right? It say divine. Right? It's a divine meaning. It say of or like God or gold. It say very pleasing, delightful. So the divine for money is very pleasing, delightful. You understand? That the money come like the God. You understand? And that is where it is. You talk about a very distasteful, displeased $200 in the collection plate. You understand? I say again, going back, that's one originally the first script that comes to mind was this. They teach for hire. That is what they mind upon with all the things happening in the world. And just to show you how laws, it say the blind shall lead the blind, and both shall fall into a ditch. You understand? These people that run to these synagogues, they go hear that and feel convicted in the spirit that, hey, you know what, we really ain't give enough money, we need to give more. You understand? And they go think that is what? That is godliness. You know what, before I bring on this next scripture, let me jump to Acts. This is the book of Acts chapter 8, verse Acts chapter 8, verse 20. It says, but Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast taught that the gift of God may be purchased with money. And that is what it is. These pastors, these teachers, these prophets, these false prophets, all of them set up to make you feel like giving money is a gift of God. Giving money is what it is going to save you. That is why, you know, these people always have money in the pocket. You see people saying one of their traditions is that in the New Year's, Christmas time, they always have money in the pocket. They go into the New Year with money in the pocket and so forth. So that is what Peter said here. So he said, but Peter said unto him, thy money perish with thee. That money that you think is sowing, that they're giving, we feel what happen. That is going to perish. That's not going to save you. That's not going to bring any righteousness unto you. You understand? So he said, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast taught that the gift of God may be purchased with money. And that is what's going on with some of these people. They believe if they keep on giving money, they believe if they keep on, sending on money, this and so forth, they believe they can buy their way into the kingdom. It don't work so. And it's not going to work so. Your pastor and so forth, they are deceiving you and carrying you down that wrong road. Right? He said, thy money perish with thee, because thou hast taught that the gift of God may be purchased with money. You understand? And that is why they say they divine for money. You understand? The money is like the God. You understand? And you say it with the church members, you know, they're always giving, you know, I give my pastor my whole check. I give him this, I give him that. You know? So they believe that the gift of God may be purchased with money, and that's not what it is. They can't bribe the Lord. Right? They cannot bribe the Lord to be saved. That's not how it works. These pastors, they know they want the money. Again, it's a business they're running. They want the best house, they want the best car, they want the best church, they want the best this or the best clothes and so forth. They want the best for the children while you there suffering. While you there, they're not warning all, they're not telling all about the things to come. But all they're telling you about is money. Right? This is the book of Isaiah chapter the book of Isaiah chapter 56, right? 56 verse 10. They say his watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant, they are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark. And again, you wouldn't want a dumb dog. The reason why you have a dumb dog, the reason why you don't want a dumb dog is because you want a dog to warn you. Something's coming, something's happening, somebody's in the yard. You know, it's to give you warning. A dumb dog is not going to do that. He can't hear, and he's not going to bark to give you warning. Right? It say they cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. They say, yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. And that's what it is. Just listen to this piece here, right?
Are you telling me that the Lord has not blessed you?
Let me play back up.
Go and do the research. Go and do your research. 2 weeks ago, the collection was $200 and something on a Sunday morning right here in Soufrière. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be ashamed of...
See, there's one more. You should be ashamed, trying to convict the spirit. Like, hey, wait, boy, 200. You getting more than majority of the people outside here when it comes to DP. That $200 is way more than like 2/3 of the people in the working industry. But again, the scripture say, yeah, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. They can never have enough. You get 200, they should be happy with that. But no, he wants more. He wants more and he wants more. I would say the greedy dogs which can never have enough. They can never have enough. That is why now you're trying to do what? Make them put more, trying to convict the spirit. You know what? Do your research. And technically, if these people that in that church still there, they are fools. Because if you do research, you would see the Lord warned us about men like this. The Lord warned us about teachers like this. Right? It say they are greedy dogs which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way everyone for his gain from his quarter, and that is where it is. That is all they're looking for, their own way, for the gain, right? And that is where it is. That is where it is. That is what they're trying to do. They're trying to drive the best of the best. You understand? Right? Trying to drive the best of the best. Trying to drive the best of the best. That is the mentality. Yeah, that is the greedy dogs, which can never have enough. Which can never have enough. Right? Jump to a scripture here and a scripture here. This is First Timothy, right? This is the book of Timothy, First Timothy, chapter 3, verse. Start from verse 1. It said, "This is the true saying: if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth a good work." It says, "A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach." Talking about telling people to go and do research. You do research and you see how a bishop is supposed to be. This is a perfect example of how not to be. It says, "Not given to wine, nor striker, not greedy for filthy lucre." Now when you look at the word lucre, right? Look at the word lucre. Sorry. Lucre, it's a money. It's a money, especially when regarded as sordid or distasteful or gain in this honorable way. And that is where it is. They gain in this money in a what? In a dishonorable way. So the scripture is telling you how you're supposed to be as a bishop. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy for filthy lucre, not given for that money that be gained in a dishonorable way. Right? But as you can see here, talking about 200 and ashamed and they need to give more, and that is where it is. Greedy dogs never have enough. They teach for what? They teach for hire. Understand? But be patient, not a brawler. But patient, not a brawler. Not covetous, right? Right? It's the one that ruled with his own house, having his children in subjection with all gravity. And there's the next thing too that I was talking about the children. When majority of these pastors and the children, they be off. So that's one time, as he said in the beginning, he said, do your research. And when you do research, you will see that these men is not set up to teach you the ways of the Lord. They're not set up to be the prophets of the Lord. And that is where it is. Again, a perfect example is this here, right? You're seeing it here. So beware of these men that hey, it's a sheep in wolf's clothing. Right? I'm going to jump to the next scripture here. Jump to, I think it's Peter. First Peter. Yeah, I think it's First Peter, chapter 5 verse 2. Now, aside from verse 1, they say, "The elders which are among you I exhort, whom also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed." Right? They say, "Feed the flock of God which is among you." And you say, feed them this word. Feed them the things to come. And this is something that they don't do. They don't feed. Again, they teach for what? They teach for hire. Right? It says, "Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but for a ready mind." And this is where it is. As you can see here, that is what it is. They feed the flock for filthy lucre. That is what they do. So it says, "Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, not for that, not for money." But again, you can see it in this video. That is all these men studying about. They're studying about money. They're studying about that filthy lucre. And that is how you're not supposed to be. Right? That's how you're not supposed to be. It say, but of a ready mind. It say neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And what example is he setting? Right? What example is he setting? That is not a perfect example he's setting. So one time he off. Right? And he off. So again, this is an example how not to be. And for people that still doubting, this is an example who to look out for. And this is majority of the pastors that be in the churches, majority of the bishops that be in the churches, right? So with that, we give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say, Dominus apostles and elders agreements and rule well, or teachers or apostles in the truth. And we say, salutations, holy Akamat, push on truth and say, Din and the out. Constantly in season, we say, Shalom.